All right, Shalom. Want to say call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, I hope this was edifying to the elect men out there that are listening or watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I was just thinking about this today a little bit. I would listen to the brother Kanak and Apostle Ron Lob, and I would listen to brothers, the brother in Manatazakba out in Carolina. You just listen to brothers, man. And here it is. You got this Genesis Camp and all these other teachers, so-called, out there supposed to be alerting or warning the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans of things to come and the thing that's about to take place according to biblical prophecy, and preparing yourselves spiritually for the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. But yet still, I was thinking about this. It's like they causing a distraction again. They want to come up and kick up dust, cause a distraction, right? To throw you off the path that you looking for and need for salvation. They want to come with Zabak saying this about GMS has threatened him and all that. And then you got, the Nephilims could be saved. They was holding on to the ark of the book, holding on the ark. It's like it's a bunch of madness that's going on. It's kind of like a spiritual distraction if you let it. You have to address these things, right? Also get back on the topics that conducive to keeping you aware, and also building up your spiritual, your spiritual man, the spiritual minds, to build up your spiritual mind at the end of the day. You got to be built up and rooted in the spirit. So I was thinking about this right here in Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians, where it says, do not sleep as others, because they coming with wayward doctrine, coming up with all this madness. Again, a smokescreen, a distraction to get you off what you to be focusing on, man, which is Yahweh B'Shem Shai, repenting, staying alert, watching, praying, fasting, doing whatever you need to do to get in good graces of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man, because he's returning with the angels to destroy this place, like it's written in the scriptures. It's prophecy at the end of the day. So just a quick lesson, real quick. I was thinking about this, like, man, these guys are just coming with distractions. All of a sudden now, you want to come with GMS threatening and all. Come on, man. The apostles don't teach that. And also the Bible said, wait ye upon the Lord. You see? Until he rise up to the prey. So it's a bunch of madness and side talk, like they're talking out the side of their neck and just trying to keep you distracted, man. Right here in 1 Thessalonians 5, because right here at the top of this, it says the day of the Lord. You see, but of the time to start at 1 and jump down, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. NLT. Now concerning how and when all this will happen, dear brothers and sisters, we don't really need to write you. We don't really need to write you, because now the prophecies are jumping off the page. There's no sense in writing down it's already been written. Now the understanding of it and loosening of the seals for our Lord Yahweh Shai, right? He was the only one to loosen the seals, meaning the understanding of the book where you can get it, because there's going to come a time where the seals was going to be loose where you able to get this, because it's going to be very, very important for you to get it in times to come. And we are here at these times. For you know quite well that the day of the Lord, that the day of the Lord's return will come unexpectedly like a thief in the night. And that's why you are to stay sober spiritually and spiritually aware, and don't sleep as others. So they come with this sideshow bar madness of distractions, right, to try to throw you off your game. But we need to keep looking forward and pushing forward, man, and building up our faith and hope in Yahweh B'Shem Shai, repenting as much as we can, praying, keeping your medicine strong. These guys are not warning you. That's crazy. They don't even warn you about the return of our Lord. Don't even talk about the names. They don't even go into prophecy. They want to debate the law, but they never keep it themselves. You know what I'm saying? So right here, I'm going down here. Hold on, let's see something. Where people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman's labor pains begin, and there will be no escape. So they want to rock you back to sleep, keep you distracted on debating, keep you distracted on things that's not conducive to your spirit, but not telling you that the Lord is coming back like a thief in the night. We ought to still be spiritually aware, not spiritually unaware. You see? They want to say things that's going to rock people back to sleep, like I just said, versus focusing on prophecy and giving you warning of things to come. They don't talk about Jacob's trouble. They don't talk about the RFID. They don't talk about the concentration camps. They don't talk about how time's going to get rough. They don't talk about anything, man. They want to march in the street saying you're an Israelite, and that's about it. Paul did this. I don't believe the writings. John the Baptist wasn't this. So, again, these things are getting dressed, but they're not telling you things that's going to get you prepared for what's coming. Because, man, the times is coming to this world, man. Listen, man, like the Bible say, a time like never before, right? But ye aren't in dark about these things, dear brothers and sisters. So in other words, we're not spiritually blind on to what's happening and what's about to take place. That's why it says, but you aren't in the dark about these things, dear brothers and sisters, and you won't be surprised when the day of the Lord comes like a thief, because we're still being spiritually aware. We're watching, right? We're not here to debate. We want to make sure we're on the right side of prophecy and hope the Lord will have mercy upon us at the end of the day. He's coming back to save that remnant, the hopefully elect, the 144,000 and 1/3 of some men, women, and children, the great multitude. We're not here to be talking about things that's not going to get you and put you in position where you can get delivered, man. They want to talk about this and talk about that, which is just entertainment. This is not entertainment. You see? Verse 5, for you are all children of light and of the day. We don't belong to darkness and night, meaning we spiritually aware. We're not spiritually darkened by the things that's coming according to biblical prophecy. You see, we're fully aware. So these are spiritual instructions for believers who need to be spiritually aware at the end of the day. This for the believers who are believing on the word, who has believed and still believing on the report, right? These are spiritual instructions for believers, man, to be spiritually aware. Verse 6, so be on your guard, not sleep like the others. Stay alert and be clear-headed. Again, this is the spiritual instructions for the believers who need to be spiritually aware and not inactive, especially concerning the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, like those who are what? Spiritually asleep. They don't get it. They are the children of the night and not the day, meaning their vision is darkened. They don't see spiritually. They are asleep. So the believers should be awake and sober, putting on faith, love, and hope for salvation at the end of the day. That's what we need to focus on, man. You going back in time. We're not going back in time. You want to rock people back to sleep, to talk about things that don't even matter, to talk about things that, you have to address these things, but you're not talking about things that's going to put the Lord's people in position and to help build up their faith, man. Yeah, you come with false accusations and nonsense that's doing nothing to build up the elect of the Lord's people, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So we're here to build up the elect of the Lord's people, the hopefully elect, man, to follow the spiritual instructions, right? That's going to keep you spiritually aware, that's going to keep you active, because we praying and hoping that our Lord come back to deliver us out of this madness of so-called life that we live in. So we should be awake and sober, putting on faith, man. You see, not having spiritually or spiritual ignorance or being inactive to the ministry that's concerning the exit plan to get you delivered up out of this place, man. Because it's all about deliverance at the end of the day. And if you're part of the elect of the nation of Israel, we're not here to play games to blow smoke or give you a smoke screen, because what good is that going to do? We're here to tell you everything to through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, so you can get yourself together, get your house in order, get your mind right, praying without ceasing. Do some kind of fast, do some kind of fasting, do something. We need to be spiritually active, not spiritually inactive. We need to be spiritually aware, not spiritually unaware. This is for the believers, the true believers out there. They're not going around looking to try to debate everybody, man. You get this report and you seeing the dangers behind it. You want to cleave closer into a power that's going to help lead you through the wickedness, man, the madness and the dark times that is coming to this place, which is time of Jacob's trouble. You see? So be on your guard. Verse 6, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6 in the NLT. So be on your guard, not asleep like the others. Stay alert and be clear-headed. We have to be clear-headed, man. Night is the time when people sleep and drinkers get drunk, full of the world's philosophy, right? You drunk with the philosophies of the world. But let us who live in the light be clear-headed, protected by the armor of faith and love, and wearing as our helmet the confidence of our salvation, because you've been working and toiling and planting yourself on the foundation of Yahweh by Shema Shai and building up your faith at the same time. Not taking this thing for granted, man. Not thinking you can wing it. Not thinking that you have it. No, this is a constant work. This is a constant toiling, man, at the end of the day. We got to get our hands dirty, man. We got to, in other words, we got to work. We got to keep working and keep working. It ain't over yet, man. It's going to get even bad. It's going to get worse out here, man. It's going to be a fearful time. We got to overcome, by having that faith in Yahweh by Shema Shai. So we can't afford to be walking around in the dark as others do. We have to walk in the light, meaning believing on the report and building up your faith at the same time. So Lord willing, I hope this was edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.